boat all ready. Boat's ready to roll. And tested out the outboard motor today. Got a new fuel line because the old fuel line, it was all rotten. And so the motor runs. So Shirley and I on Sunday, I guess, Sunday. Yeah, Sunday we're going out. And we're going to go camping at Tree Island for 2 days. So that should be kind of fun. And the high tide is just at the right time, so I think we're going to take the boat in between Tree Island and Denman Island and go to Ford Cove for pizza. So that's our plan. For dinner, that's what we'll do. We'll have pizza at Ford Cove. Well, at least we're going to try to go to Ford Cove if the weather and tide work out for us, eh, Shirley?
Yeah, it'll be fun if we can make that happen for sure. And here I am helping Dad put on the boat, and I don't know if at this point I'm like, am I strong enough?
Well, I noticed you really put some effort in it.
I tried.
Yeah, and then...
Yeah, we got the boat up, so that worked out. And then you made me throw the lines over the boat, which I didn't break your window, so that was good.
The ratchet straps.
Yeah.
We got 4 ratchet straps.
And here we are unloading the boat. We ended up going to Union Bay because Point Holmes, it was way too rough.
Yeah, Point Holmes didn't look so good. Didn't even want to put in the water there.
Yeah, so now we're here we are in Union Bay, and it was perfect. The tide was low, but we made it work.
Now watch this. It was fast, but the woman, she walked in front of me. She was coming alongside, then she walked in front, and then her husband went and walked behind me when I was backing. I don't know.
Oh, what's that called again?
Oh, a nook shook or something.
Nook shook. How do you think they got that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Somebody, they put it
A
with
crane or something.
Yeah.
There's Tree Island. There's where we're headed. On our way. You were saying that the boat ride there, it was a little, you couldn't get up the plane.
Oh yeah. I didn't think we were loaded down that much. We'd be going fast. I thought we'd be going fast. Going 8.4 knots. Yeah, there's a GPS on that watch.
And we're arriving there. There's our boat, and here we are unloading everything.
Yeah, we gotta unload it and then anchor it out and set up the tent and everything. So
it's nice when we arrive when it's high tide and we don't have to walk so far up the beach to unload everything. Yeah. But it works out. Yeah. It works out with us working together.
Yeah, it's about half tide when we landed here. The oysters weren't quite showing yet.
Here you're putting out the anchor.
Yeah, the wind was blowing right in, so I tried to push it out backwards, but it didn't get very far. So this way I tried to push it out forward, but still didn't go very far. But the tide's coming in, so not to work. It does. Oh, it's there somewhere.
Oh, here you are, and your uke in the background. I really enjoy listening to you. I was laying there and...
You know, I was hoping to practice a little bit before you recorded me.
Oh, we found our spot. We carried everything to our spot. Here we are setting up the tent. It's an easy tent to set up. It's a little 3-man tent. River couldn't come with us this year because she had a hurt leg. Oh, and this year I bought air mattresses from the dollar store because the past 2 years we were sleeping on our life jackets.
Yeah. Well, actually, last year I had those self-inflating pads to sleep on, but even then they weren't comfortable. Actually, Shirley's, the air went out of it.
Yeah.
But I couldn't believe how comfortable these $4 air mattresses were. Holy moly!
I slept on two, and you had one, and I was so comfortable.
Yeah, my
this
hips
year.
weren't even sore.
Nope.
Usually my hips get sore in the middle of the night and I have to keep rolling over. But man, that air
It makes a
cushion, it
difference.
was really, really nice.
And then you are setting up seats.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. We made those special ratchet straps for got them at the dollar store too, and we got them in the boat. They're actually screwed in the boat, so we can screw the seats right into the boat, which is nice to have seats with a back on it in the boat.
And I'm gonna say here how much I love this. Oh, way much gooder. That made a huge difference too for our comfort.
Yeah, we got these ratchet straps, and I cut them off, and Shirley sewed them, so they're a one-piece thing, and we just bring them there and take the seats out of the boat and put them on
those little plastic stools.
You know, those stools were just good, better than not having anything to sit on, but now we have a back. It's just so much comfort.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope these air mattresses work.
Oh, here I am trying to get you to get your electrolytes in. You were hesitant.
And this is power.
It looks pretty suspicious.
I don't know.
Green stuff. Cheers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well.
Oh, it's a beautiful spot where we're camping
already.
too, and the tent fit right in there, nestled in between the miniature birch trees. So we had lots of shade,
And that's the exact same place we set up the tent last year.
and the year before.
Yeah. We didn't see any raccoons this year though, eh?
No, we didn't.
Yeah, there was quite a, well, we've seen 5 or 6 or more raccoons last time. They were on the beach eating clams and stuff and wandering around here. But this year,
This is our view from our tent.
yeah. Yeah, it's like a little prairie thing out there. I don't know, it's perfect. And those miniature spruce trees, they're pretty cool.
Birch.
Miniature birch trees, yeah.
Yeah. And the season was just coming to an end, but there was still some wildflowers showing.
Yeah, there's some pretty cool flowers out there.
Yeah.
You know, it's amazing. It's sandy soil, so you get different kind of plants.
But there's a section on Tree Island that is wooded, and they have these massive big trees in there, and it's really neat to walk around. They have some trails through there.
Yeah, those big fir trees, and then
And
these
then
big
here's
arbutus trees. Holy moly,
Yeah.
they're good-sized trees.
There's the outhouse back in the wooded area, and man, that stunk in there. Oof.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was normal back in the old days.
Yeah, look at all these wildflowers.
Yeah, I know. It's
You
pretty-
saw a hummingbird,
and those
but last
Oregon
year
grapes. Yeah,
there
yeah.
was lots of hummingbirds, but we came.
And there's a restricted area where you're not supposed to walk because there's plants that they don't want to get trampled.
Yeah,
So they got a ribbon there.
yeah.
But look at that green. That's all that sea asparagus, I think.
Oh yeah.
That right there.
Yeah,
that's
right
the
there.
sea asparagus right there.
Here we are, chilling by the tent.
Okay.
Oh, but you're making your cup of tea.
Yeah. Tea time. I got tree hugger tea there.
Yeah, we had one full fuel. We didn't bring a spare. Next year we'll bring a spare.
Yeah.
Nope,
Because I
not
think we'll
boiling
eat
yet.
more sea asparagus next
Yeah,
year.
yeah, we probably will. 'Cause
Yeah.
it was pretty good.
We were a little suspicious, but we tried.
Well, I
some.
had it years ago, but I couldn't remember
Yeah,
how I did it.
but that little camping stove is
Wow.
perfect.
I'll put more water in there than we can put our can of stuff in there. I wonder if 2 cans will fit in there side by side.
Dad,
What?
just empty the water and pour your stew right in.
No. Just put the tin, and it heats it up.
Oh,
Then you don't get a dirty pot.
I don't remember that from last year.
Oh, Leatherman's got a. It's got a
Can opener.
can.
Okay.
in? Or were you wanting to wait until it's heated up? I don't think both are going to fit in there.
Don't think so.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah,
Okay.
it should.
Okay. I don't recall you doing this last year.
Well, you have to look back at the video because you went to the bathroom.
Oh.
And when you came back, I said it's almost ready, and you can see steam coming out of
Okay.
the can. Remember that?
Yeah, maybe.
Or did I have the can right on top of the fire? Oh, maybe I had the can right on top of that canned heat
I
stuff.
just didn't want it to heat up in the tin.
That's okay. They put it in the tin, then they put the tin in the pressure cooker, you know.
All right.
Doing this ain't heating it up.
You know
and-
what? We have to eat it out of here because I didn't bring a bowl.
Yeah, well, that's
Okay.
what you do. And when I took the boys camping, what I would do is they had to pick something to have for supper, right?
Yeah.
Whatever can they could stew or raviolis or soup or whatever they wanted.
Yeah.
And then what we do is we open the tin can right to there, right?
Yeah.
And then fold the lid over and fold it up like this. And then they would eat their stew, and then we'd pick some pine needles or something and put it in there with water and boil it, and
That's
that's
the
pine
tea.
needle tea.
All right.
So yours, you didn't need a can opener.
No. It had a... Oh, you're gonna have the creamy Thai. Does it taste spicy?
Well, I'll just taste it right now and see. Man, is that ever hanging on? My Tai Tai.
Oh. Look at the bottom of that.
Yeah, it's all dirty.
Do you want me to grab a napkin?
Um,
I have one right here.
well, we could dump this water out afterwards, or what?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. Well, maybe it's not a good
Okay,
idea.
you do. I'll do mine first because
Yeah.
it was already there.
Yeah.
And then yours next.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I'm just gonna ladybug.
But apparently, how many dots is on it? Oh, there's only 3 dots. One on each wing and one in the front, right? And I just saw a video in England. This girl, she found one, and it had 7 dots. And she says the ladybug with 7 dots is supposed to be good luck. Oh, it's only got 6 dots.
How's your soup?
Not too bad, actually.
Is it spicy?
Not really. Little bit. It's kind of different because it's creamy.
I guess it's a stew, not a soup.
And after supper, it was time to go check on the boat, make sure everything's going good. Well, the tide came in, the boat looks good. So now
Yeah.
we're comfortable about that.
And here's some cruise ships. And if you look, there's 2 cruise ships. But at first, I could only see one. And I said, no, Dad, that's part of the cliff on the other side.
No,
But
it's
it happened.
another cruise ship
Yeah.
heading to Alaska.
Here's some deer.
Yeah, it's amazing. They just weren't afraid of us
40
at all.
feet away from us.
Not even.
Not even, yeah.
Yeah. They come right through our campground.
There's small deer on that island too.
Yeah, there's always small deer
Yeah.
on islands.
Yeah, they were just
Yeah.
walking by slowly, looking at us every so often.
Yeah, they just, like that buck, he just walked right up here into the open.
Yeah. No fear.
Yeah, they were more interested in having their dinner. A nice looking buck.
Oh, you took this photo.
Oh yeah, this is next morning.
Next morning, yeah.
Yeah, look at that nice
Oh.
sunrise.
Wait, no, that must have been.
No, this is the
Yeah,
next morning.
next
I just
morning.
had
Yeah.
threw that picture in there, make it look like I was just getting up.
Yeah.
Look at that, eh? It's so nice out. Oh, there's another cruise ship going the other way.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. There was one had a problem up in Alaska. Maybe that was it. And now the tide went out. The boat's right on the beach.
Yeah, that was the problem. So we didn't end up getting out to Hornby,
Yeah, but it
to
was
Ford's Cove, because
windy all
it was
weekend.
windy all weekend and the tide was really low, so the boat was high and dry.
But even when the tide come up, it was too windy to go there.
Yeah.
It's so neat out
The
there.
songbirds, too, they would land in these small little trees and serenade to us all day long.
Yeah, there's birds chirping
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
And several different kinds.
Here, I got a sliver.
Yeah, I could see it sticking way out. I couldn't get it with my fingernails, and my Leatherman just couldn't get a grip on it.
So you ended up getting your knife.
Yeah.
I
used
yeah,
the
I
knife
can
part
feel
and
it.
Just broke it off.
You did.
It's
But it was better.
Yeah.
I could walk
That
then.
piece is probably still in your toe.
And here you're making some breakfast for yourself.
Is this
Yeah,
breakfast?
this is
Yeah, I guess.
breakfast.
Yeah. Made some toast, and you made some boiled eggs to take out there. So.
Yeah. And, toast and-
Matter of fact, did we bring one egg home?
yeah, we ended up bringing one egg home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Couldn't find it yet. I don't know where it is.
Yeah.
I was looking for it this morning.
And your mayonnaise on there.
Yeah, I rather put mayonnaise than butter. Smeared on there.
I had granola bars and fruit for breakfast. And then my soup was lentil soup. That's what I was heating up for
Yeah,
dinners.
you always eat all that tree hugger stuff.
I'm just a vegetarian, that's why.
Don't you eat any kind of meat?
Once in a while, I'll eat some meat. I really love moose meat and deer meat because that's what we grew up on. So I do eat moose meat and deer meat once in a while.
But no pork or beef or
Yeah.
anything.
Oh, look at here. You're cutting up the eggs. You're going to put some egg. And I pre-cut cheese. So
Yeah.
we had already sliced cheese.
So toast with mayonnaise and egg and cheese. That's a beautiful breakfast, let me
Yeah.
tell you.
Yeah.
With a coffee.
With the coffee. Yeah.
Yeah.
Instant coffee.
Yeah,
though.
I know. I take instant coffee out camping because it's so much easier.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'd be a pain making perk coffee out there. Although one of those little, what do you call it? There.
The perk. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Here's the grass.
Yeah, the wind is just blowing that grass all over all the time. It's pretty cool.
Oh, and so here we decided to go for a walk around the island. So we walked for about 3 hours instead of going to Hornby.
I could feel it afterwards, let me
You
tell
know
you.
what? It's
The next day.
yeah, 3 days I was aching. 3 hour walk, hike. But you know what? It was worth it. It's so
Oh,
beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And all the little treasures.
You can't go out to Tree Island without doing the walk.
Yeah, absolutely. This the view.
Actually, I was surprised there was a lot less junk to pick up. Once you see some junk,
Yeah.
it's your
We-
responsibility. You have to pick it up.
Yeah, we bring a garbage bag while we go for a walk around the island. And here, Dad found he found a flip flop, But he had found another slide shoe, and one was left, one was right.
And
So
they're
you
both
had a
the same
pair. Yeah,
size,
both
too.
the same size. Yeah.
If you were stuck without shoes, you had a
There
pair
you
right
go.
there.
That's right.
It's kind of on the west coast where there's no beaches. It's just the rock goes straight off into the water. You wish there was more beaches. But when you're over here where there's lots of beaches and nothing goes straight off into the water, you wish there was more places that were straight off into the water.
Uh-huh.
Because you can get to them by boat. You know, you can explore all the little islands and things, which is pretty cool in Gold River area.
So beautiful here.
Yeah, and here I found a board that had 4 brass screws in it, so I just had to take the brass screws out. You know, you never know. Someday in the future, might need some brass screws.
It was right where we were going to sit upside down, too. So
Oh,
that would have hurt.
Yeah, the screws were sticking out of the board.
Yeah.
That's right.
That was a nice picnic. I enjoyed that with
Mhm.
you.
Oh, and we ran into some oyster pickers. They must have came over from Max Oysters.
Yeah. I loved walking barefoot.
Oh, look at that. She left a fossil there. A million years from now, somebody's going to find a fossil of her foot. And this is all
It's
sea
all
asparagus
sea
in there. There's
asparagus.
acres of it. Oh, and now Shirley spied something in that snag over there.
Your camera zooms in really good. Up ahead here, you'll see Dad zoom in on what I was looking at through the binoculars there.
Yeah, the iPhone got a pretty good zoom on it.
Yeah.
Well, it's got 3 different lenses.
So
It goes
here's
from
a
one lens to the
Turkey vulture. There was lots of turkey vultures around.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of eagles. And we saw some blue herons. So for this guy, he
other. Yeah.
was looking for his next meal. They're called peace eagles
Yeah.
because they don't kill, right?
Yeah, the natives call them peace eagles. They won't kill anything, but they'll eat everything that eagle will eat, but they won't kill it.
And here's all these periwinkles.
Yeah,
But
there's millions of them. You can't not
Millions.
walk on them.
but they don't hurt your feet when you're barefoot.
No.
So that was nice. Yeah.
The poor buggers were stomping them into the mud. But they got a pretty hard shell, so I guess they survive
Yeah.
it. Yeah. Last year we saw a hawk called a farrier,
We did.
but not this year.
No. And here we are arriving back to our campsite.
Yeah, so then we were 3 hours on that walk, Shirley.
Yeah. Yeah. And I painted some, last year I collected some sand dollars and I painted them at home and I brought them there to leave behind as a gift to Tree Island
Yeah.
as a thank you.
Somebody who knows what they're doing to help you straighten that out.
And here I made a headband out of the grass and wildflowers.
You look like a hippie from the 69. Okay, now we're going to play some crazy 8s in the wind. We gotta put rocks and things on the cards, otherwise the wind blows them away.
Yeah. Dad was the winner of the weekend. I think I won 2 games and you won the rest of the games.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
I got another heart. I'll play it too.
9. I'm gonna change it.
Clubs. Do I have any clubs? Well, let's see. This club here.
I got a club too.
Yeah. Another club. What?
I don't have one of those. Change it to diamonds.
Oh, miss a turn. Change it to spades.
I picked up spades. you're the winner. What's tonight's meal?
Chunky beef.
Chunky beef with some toast and butter.
Yep. Not bad at all. Ate this, what do you call it? Sea asparagus. And it makes me wonder why, if it's so good, why don't the deer eat it? Okay, so,
This is the first boil.
yep. Fire going here.
Okay, you go first with the
Put
may.
some.
I don't want any mayonnaise on mine.
No mayonnaise, eh? Okay. Well, I like mayonnaise on it. On my pants, too. Okay. Sea asparagus.
I put butter on mine.
So. Oh, this looks so delicious. Mm-hmm.
Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Is it cooked enough?
Oh yeah. It's just, see, you wouldn't want to boil it any more than that. That's just perfect.
That's good.
It is, isn't it?
That's really good. Yep.
Sea asparagus. And the cool thing is there's deer trails all over the place. You know, you worry about trampling down these plants. You know, everybody, everything, every living thing needs their peace of mind or whatever. So
Yeah.
we don't have to trample anything down because there's deer trails all over the
Yeah,
place.
we followed them,
Yeah.
so we weren't making our own trails.
And at low tide, people walk over from Denman Island.
Yeah, it connects
Yeah.
on Motai because
Yeah.
last year we ended up having a picnic right in the middle,
right.
in between Denman and Tree Island.
We had to wait for the tide to go down before we could walk across.
That's right.
But people, they purposely walk across from Denman Island just to.
Yeah, you met a
Walk
man.
around.
A man was walking over, and you chatted, had a nice chat
Yeah,
with
yeah.
him.
Yeah. He said he was over at the Bluegrass Festival, the same one we were at. And that was kind of cool.
Here we are heading out for a boat ride.
Yeah, we took the boat and zoomed across over to Union Bay. Yeah, that's where we went there. Had a few things to do.
We just came to Union Bay to the truck to make sure it started and to charge our phones, and now we're heading back to Tree Island. Oh, and we also got some cheese for our lunch.
And to see what I do here to anchor the boat out, I hook the anchor chain onto the bow line and then put the chain back and forth a few times and just park the anchor on the bow. And this other rope that we have going way up the beach tied to the front of the anchor, and then rip it off the boat and we're anchored out. It works perfectly. Okay, comes tight. Off the boat. Now it's anchored out. Okay, we'll see how that works. Well, it's goodbye until next year.
Yeah, next Father's Day. It's a nice. Oh my goodness! Here I am in
Union
quicksand.
Bay. You land at
I don't know if
Union
it's actually quicksand, but I was sinking.
It was pretty muddy.
I went up to my knees.
And that's not the worst of it. When you were out here in the middle, you were right up to your knees.
Yeah. All right, Tree Island. Thank you for another beautiful time.